Hi guys, it's Blackie and welcome back to the channel. Okay, today in the skills idea, we're going to talk about ridge line for a minute. Not about the ridge line itself. We've already covered that. We've covered it many different times in many different ways. But let's talk about the fact of uses with the ridge line. Now here I've got a ridge line set up. Suppose I've got a tarp on this, or it's the ridge line that's running in my hammock, or it's just a ridge line I put up for a lean-to. Any of the above, it is a tight line that is stretched in my camp. Now, to just make it easier to see, let's imagine that there's like a tarp going over this, okay? It's easier than picking up in there and me pointing to a line up on a tarp, you can understand, but here is the line. Now, I've secured it solidly on both ends. I want to hang something from my ridge line underneath my tarp. Well, the simplest thing is just take a piece of string, come over the top, tie it to whatever the device is, come over the top and tie it. You can do that, just a simple, quick connect of some kind. Works just fine. Another way to do it is to have you a loop of line made up, and you simply put it against the line, take the loop and go through underneath the knot. See this opening right here? Go through there one time and pull. That is called a lark's head, and it will slide up and down the line. It doesn't bite, it just slides, see? And this will hold straight down. Now this makes a loop that I can take a jacket and wad up and put in here, whatever. If I take this same line and just grab the loop, fold up, see it makes two loops, and then line those two loops up. If I stick a stick in here and pull it down, that puts a lark's head on this time. So suppose I put a stick like that long in there. Now I can take a shirt and use it like a coat hanger. I can bring it up and just simply use the top button of the shirt and hook to it and have a coat hanger, so to speak, so that I can hang my sweaty shirt up to dry in the breeze while I'm taking a nap or whatever. It's a way of attaching something to the line. Another thing is, if I had, and to just take it off, as you saw right there, simple lark's head. If I want to take it off, all I got to do is grab the knot and pull, and it'll come right off the line. Now, let me show you that up close. Okay, so we take the line, come from the back side, see where my finger is, this hole right here. I want to take the folded over loop and go through that hole. Pull it, see how it pulls down, and that is a lark's head, one loop through. It will slide easily, but it will hold. Now, to make that connector like I told you about just a second ago, I come out about halfway up this line, I fold it over, just like that, just fold it over and pull it around, and that makes this open loop. I stick a stick through this loop and let it cinch down, and that's a lark's head on the other end of it that allows me to have a coat hanger. Now suppose I want to put something on this line, and I showed you how that knot would slide down easily. Maybe it's something I want to move out of the way if I need to. But at the same time, I don't want it to sag down here and be in the middle all the time. Well, then I can put additional loops and make a Prusik knot. Now, all I'm going to do is come from the back side of the line. I'm going to go through that opening 3 times. Now, 1, pull it down. 2, pull it down. 3, pull it down. Cinch back and forth to cinch it up and tighten it up. And that is a Prusik knot. That don't slide, it bites. Now I can slack it up and slide it, but once it's put under weight, it doesn't. It'll stay there. And that allows me to say, okay, down here at the foot, just underneath the edge of my tarp, I'm going to say hang my haversack. I could do this with it by simply taking this and putting a stick through it. Click, I can hang my haversack on it like that's it. I just hook my loop of my haversack on and it'll hang there, see? It's a simple way to do it. And again, all I got to do is just grab the knot, and pull, and it comes right off the line. No untying. It's just how many loops I put in. So therefore, if I want to just hook to a line, one single loop. If I want to hook to a line and I want it to stay where I put it, 3 loops. Same job, just 1, 2, or 3. That's it. And it will hold it in position better. Well, that way, let's say it's raining. And I come back from my little whatever, and I'm wearing my poncho, and it's sopping wet now, right? When I step up under my tarp, I don't want to wet everything down. I want to be able to take off my poncho. And by putting a loop out here on the end, right close to the end, I can hang my poncho up by simply pushing the hood through this loop. See, I'm kind of bending it in half, and let it hang right there. That way it can drip dry, away from my gear, not getting everything else wet. And if I need it again, it's very simple to just come up, pull it, and put it back on. See, very simple. Also, if I want to hang a heavier piece of gear like a haversack or something else, I can put a prusik knot and hold it right here where I want it, so I can come in and out of my underneath to my hammock underneath my tarp. Maybe I want to make this end down here like the closet, and I've got 2 or 3 of those long sticks, and I've got 2 or 3 shirts hanging up right here for tomorrow, so to speak. So I've got my clothes out to air out, dry out, or whatever. Wet clothes could be hung up this way as well. All from just simply taking a loop and a pre-existing ridge line. That is how you do it. Now, other cords can be left on it permanently, like the prusik knot. You can just leave one on here for this job. But I like the ability to be able to put them on and take them off as I see fit. So for my quick deploy ridge line, I already have a set up there with quick connects of some kind. Either a soft shackle connector or clips, something to hook quickly to a tarp. But on the actual, spur of the moment type thing of, I don't want anything on the ground here for whatever reason, so I'm not going to sit stuff down. And I've got stuff tied to the tree, but it might get wet out there. I could pull it to right here. I can whip out one of these right quick, hook to it, and be able to get it up under the tarp, out of the weather, and in a place that I can use it and remove it quickly. That's what it's about. Hope you've enjoyed this content, guys. If you have, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.